Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here. My number one son, Michael, over there, working with electrical. I'm working on some framing. And as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Blue Sports Report. Because without you guys, man, this just does not work. Man, I don't know about you, man, but I hate the damn offseason, man. I really miss getting ready for game day, barbecuing on Sunday, the anticipation of a great matchup, watching my team win or lose, and trash talking all week. Off season really sucks, but unfortunately it is a necessary evil. And this is that time right now that the GMs and the team owners and everything are literally holding their breath. Because this is the time where you've got no contact with your players, This is their free time to do whatever. And, we've seen about Reuben Foster and that situation. And we remember Zeke Elliott last year. Zeke Elliott, who was the TMZ favorite. No matter what he did, it was always news for them. I hope they paid him because they made a hell of a lot of money off of him. Because you remember, even during the season when Dak and Zeke went to a bar and had champagne, it was on TMZ, even though it was an off day. But we had the incident in the nightclub where he didn't do anything. Somebody else carried a gun in there, and the police happened to ask everybody in there what was going on. But of course, you saw the pictures of Zeke Elliott, detained by the police, which it really wasn't. Then there was Boobygate, and of course that wasn't good. And then we had him on a yacht that the Coast Guard checked to see if there were life preservers, and of course, Zeke Elliott's party cruise boarded by Coast Guard were the headlines. But I'm thinking, since the suspension of Zeke Elliott, he got a big dose of reality. The old saying that you don't miss the water till the well runs dry. I think it really hurt Zeke Elliott. Again, I don't know for sure. But to have 6 weeks away from your teammates in the middle of the season, to watch them lose games without you being there, knowing that you should be there in the fight, I think that's changed Zeke Elliott. Think about it. We've been several weeks into the offseason. Any Zeke Elliott sightings? TMZ, it's like they've gone dark, at least as far as Zeke Elliott goes. And I think that that's a good thing. The biggest thing the Cowboys can do for next year is to get back to being able to run the ball. Even with Zeke Elliott the first part of the season, Zeke was still not really Zeke. Zeke was averaging first 4 games or so of the season under 4 yards a carry. It used to be the year before on first down, we were picking up 3, 4, 5 yards a clip. Zeke Elliott was getting upfield 3, 4 yards before he was even having contact.
Yeah.
Well, say what, Mike?
That's after the first 2 games of this.
Well,
or 2 or 3.
Yeah, again, that was part of the problem, and I guess.
It looked that good when we saw him in Washington the first
Yeah.
game in Washington.
I went through agony yesterday while I got home from work. I watched the Green Bay Dallas game,
Oh no.
the regular season game, because they're playing the top 10 games of 2017, and that, of course, is one of them. And all of you guys out there, I'm going to have something to say about it as well, that talk about Dak Prescott ain't crap. You go back through that game, and you're listening to the commentators talk about Zeke Elliott, and they're saying, Zeke Elliott really hasn't gotten on track. He really isn't doing this, that, and the other. And I'm sitting here looking at, in that game, where Dak Prescott ran a touchdown. Dak Prescott on third down ended up having a 21-yard run. And I believe that was the biggest run the Cowboys had at that time. Dak Prescott put the team on his back in that game and had 3 touchdown passes. We lost that game basically because we scored too soon and left time on the clock for Aaron Rodgers. But the first part of the season, Zeke was not Zeke Elliott. And a lot of that may have been the whole situation with the NFL, because remember, he was suspended for the first game, got the appeal, and week after week that had to play on his psyche. And I'm hoping that that situation was the wake-up call for him to realize, I got this target on my back. And the NFL, if I, blow my nose too loud, they're going to be looking at me to try and do something. And I'm hoping and praying that, this offseason, this time of year when I say team owners and GMs are holding their breath to say, what's going to happen? Because this is the time, look back in your history of football, when you always see stuff that makes you scratch your head and say, what the hell was this guy thinking? And I'm hoping that we don't have any of the can't stay off the weed or performance enhancing suspensions, or backing your truck up in a parking space and hitting somebody, or drunk driving, any of these things. I don't want to hear about any of those things because, Jason Garrett preaches that we have to have the right kind of guys to fit the mold. Well, let's hope that we have those right kinds of guys this offseason, and that these guys are focusing on getting healthy and getting better. Because I'm tired of making excuses for my team not having that glory in the playoffs and going to the Super Bowl. I'm hoping that everybody on that team, from the owner, the head coach, the players, to the ball boy, all are focusing in on what the hell can we do better to make sure that we have everybody on the field focused on one goal, and that's winning a damn Super Bowl. Michael Anthony Fitness, would you agree with that? Because I don't want to hear about any players getting in trouble right now.
At least on our team.
I get it. You guys are young men. Younger than Michael, most of you. I mean, Zeke Elliott's 5 years younger than Michael.
Tyron Smith the same age as
Right. Tyron Smith is considered old, and he's the same age as Michael. I get it, man.
Looks like it too.
I want you to have fun. But don't let your fun interfere with your career. Don't let your fun interfere with the team getting what we all want. That's all I'm saying. Just think before you go out and have a party. I'm Mark Holmes. With Michael Anthony Fitness at my day job. Screws. Gotta love how they taste.